You hungry? Well, I'm hungry. You like baseball? Well, I love that shit. Want a slice of pizza? Go to New York. You want hot weather? Come to LA. You want to break bread? Call Nick Turturro. Ready, motherfucker? Are you ready? Well, I'm fucking ready. Get ready!
Turn that motherfucker.
Little Barry,
Turn him up.
Barry White going on.
Yeah. You guys rolling? Yeah. Roll that motherfucker. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. We got some old school guys in the house here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Real Motown.
Right on.
Yeah, right on, baby. All right.
Woo!
Yeah. Bring it home, baby.
Oh baby.
Yeah. Come on. We're rolling, yeah. Yeah.
My darling.
Sing it, Bentley. Come on.
Come on. Now. Can't get enough of your love, baby.
Oh, yeah. Come on, baby.
I don't know why.
Can't get enough of your love, baby.
Yeah. Come on. Things I can't get used to. That's right.
No matter how I try. Yeah, I know the lyrics. This is my generation.
That's his school.
The more you give, the
More I got.
And baby, that's no lie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby.
Come on now.
Tell me.
What can I say?
What am I gonna do?
Come on. Yeah.
You don't know the words.
Tell him, Bentley. Senior in the house.
That you're giving me.
Yes.
Kiss.
All right.
How you know this name?
I
Yeah.
listen to music every day.
Okay.
He likes
Every
this.
day,
He
yeah.
likes it.
All right.
All right, man. Wait till we'll open the show with my man Barry White. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We got the Bentleys on today.
Special show today. We got the Bentleys and we got the Knicks. Bentley Sr., Bentley Kyle Evans Sr., Bentley Kyle Evans Jr.,
You know?
Nick Turturro Jr., Nick Turturro, Nick the Third. Wow. This
Wow,
is
what a
legendary.
show.
It gets no better than
Beautiful.
this.
Don't get no better than this,
Give
man.
them their gift, man.
Yeah, this is from my friend Mark Haddon.
Okay.
Prep. You got some
We
shoe
like this.
cleaner.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that?
Shoe cleaner.
Yeah, shoe cleaner for
We like
sneakers,
that.
anything, man.
Sneakers.
We like that. And then, you know, if you want to get a little festive,
Yeah.
a little maker's mark, you know what I'm saying? That's for you,
yeah.
my brother.
Thank you, brother.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're gonna have to like get a couple of glasses for this.
Yeah.
Nice,
Pop
man.
that open.
Beautiful.
Got some
Thank you
cigars
very
here
much.
today, too.
That's your stogie. That's your stogie.
But this is a premium stogie. This ain't just a stogie.
Is that a Cohiba?
You know, you can tell by the end because if you just gotta pinch it and pull it off,
Yeah.
that means this is some premium
Cut
shit.
that
This
bad
is-
boy, man.
This is real deal here, man.
Cut
Is
that
that
bad
courtesy
boy.
of Russell?
Russell Peters gave me that.
Russell Peters.
Yeah.
It's a Russell Peters.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
That's
our
a Russell
man.
Peters.
Courtesy of Russell Peters.
My man,
Yeah, he
Russell.
loves your son. He likes you too.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
He's
My
a
man,
funny
Russell
dude,
Peters.
man. Yeah, Bentley, we gotta open you up, man.
Okay, open it up.
Yeah, baby. Come on.
So give a little history of how we all know each other, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So listen, we got my son Nick Turturro here. Nick. He went to high school with Bentley Jr.
Yes, sir.
Right? Crispy
Yep.
boy.
Crispy boy.
Tell us a little about your history.
You know, we met freshman year. I had some Jordans on the first day of school, so Nick came up to me. He's this big shoe head at the time. He was like, yo, I mess with your shoes. I like them. I was like, man, let's kick it. And then I had taken this drawing art class, so he was like, no, you got to transfer into my media arts class. I was like, okay, cool.
What year was this?
Freshman
year.
Freshman
We're
year.
14.
Yep.
Nice.
They were,
14
they
years
were
old.
probably my Jordans, were they?
No, they were not.
No, I mean, because it's not like it wouldn't be my Jordan.
I mean, but at that time, I couldn't even fit your
Okay,
shoe,
that's
you
true.
know?
That's true.
So I joined the media arts class. We came cool, you know, started doing things together, and then we had our parents link up, and then it became
What happened the
cool.
first time I drove you home, right? It was like the Prince of Bel-Air. Fucking guy lives up the street in Encino, and it was like dropping Bentley off, and I go, Bentley, what do you do? He's like, nah, I live here. I said, well, what does your dad do? He said, well, he did a TV show. And a little TV show called Martin Lawrence. So Martin, the Martin Show.
Yeah.
Bentley was one of the co-creators,
Yeah.
producer of it. Then he went on to develop the Jamie Foxx Show.
Yeah.
Right, Bentley?
Yeah, man.
that.
Yeah.
And you started as a stand-up comedian.
You know
right?
what? Yeah,
Kind of?
Kind of, sort of. I started out as a bit of an actor, right? So like a friend of mine said, look, we were watching all these guys on TV, and we were like, you know what, we could be some stars too. I didn't believe it, but my buddy Tommy thought we could be stars because we were funny in the neighborhood.
Was that Tommy Davidson?
No, I met Tommy early on though, but Tommy Morgan is this guy's
Morgan.
name, and he's still in the business.
Right.
And so I was like, let me try this acting thing, and the first person I met in acting is Robert Townsend. So he's a stand-up, so I was like this, I want to do that. I want to do this whole acting stand-up comedy thing. And then I did stand-up. It was a very lonely place, so instead of standing up, I sat the fuck down. Because it was not for me. So I did stand, but I did it for a little bit.
But
and
you
then
met Martin, right?
I did, through that.
At some point, right?
I did.
Was Martin doing stand-up and you were doing stand-up?
Yeah, you know, Martin was like, he didn't win Star Search, but he was on Star Search. And as soon as he got to L.A., I mean, this dude was like, he came out here to make it.
He's blowing up.
He was on his way.
He was on his way.
And so, you know, I did the acting thing. He and I, we did a show together called Hammer, Slammer, Slade. It was like a spinoff of I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. And Martin and I played these two bumbling idiots in the show.
Was it sketch comedy?
No, it was like, it was for ABC. It was a single cam comedy. And
Pull that mic a little closer, brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Just pull it closer.
Yeah, got
there
you.
You go, man.
It was, it was a single camera thing for ABC. And so Jim Brown, Bernie Casey, Isaac Cage.
Jim Brown?
Jim Brown.
Boy.
It was a scene where Jim Brown had to chase Martin's ass down the street, and he was really running.
Yeah.
And Martin was like, every take he kept going, man, give me a little bit. I got to get a little bit further out, man, because this dude's catching me every single time. He's chasing me down. And Jim Brown's like, oh, we don't want to get thrown out a window. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know those stories,
Yes,
right?
I do know those stories.
That's a bad boy, man.
Yes, sir.
I met him in the airport recently, like a year or two ago. I was in Cleveland, and some like Puerto Rican guy, or I don't know, some street guy, he was like, introduced me to Jim, and he was like, what do you do, man? You a fighter? I was like, Jim Brown? No, I'm an actor. Like, this dude's an actor. I was like, fucking Jim Brown, man. That is like, whoo, that's scary shit.
Awesome. Yeah,
right?
yeah. Scary, man.
Man.
Scary. You know, this guy's
Legendary.
he's physically intimidating, though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and I was, the guy that had the least amount of experience on the set. So, I was kind of getting punked around a little bit.
What year was this?
This was 1989.
Wow.
This was 89, yeah.
Wow.
That's around Do the Right Thing era, right?
Yeah, Do the Right Thing came out around, like maybe like
Earlier
right,
there, huh?
yeah, no, around maybe it was done in '89. Maybe it came out like '90.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Something like that,
I know
yeah.
it was late 80s, yeah.
I
yeah.
met him like when I was hanging out. I was an extra one night on Do the Right Thing, and all these guys were coming around, all these comedians and actors.
89.
89, yeah. I didn't even know he was funny, and my brother goes, "Oh yeah, he's a funny guy." He goes, what the fuck is that?
It happens.
All right, it happens. It's all right. Anyways, my brother says he's gonna blow up, and I said, "Oh yeah, Martin Lawrence." So there was a lot of guys, there was Robin Harris in that movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Who was like legendary. Tell me,
Man.
how funny was Robin Harris?
So Robin Harris used to do this thing called the Comedy Act Theater every Thursday night in LA. So he was the first one to have a comedy thing in the hood that got respect. He brought Hollywood to the hood, right?
Right.
And so he was like the type of comic that wasn't like your typical stand-up. He was like this street dude. He can make anybody in front of the liquor store laugh.
Right.
He was going for those gut-wrenching laughs, right?
Yeah.
And so Robin, this guy Michael Williams put this thing together, and he found Robin at this place called the Parisian Room. And man, Robin would light the stage up. You couldn't go to the bathroom because if you went up, they would shine the light on you, and Robin would rip into your ass.
Right.
I mean, it was crazy, man.
Yeah.
And so I think that's kind of where Spike kind of saw him.
You
and
saw
was
him there?
Yeah, or Robbie Reed maybe brought him.
Or Robbie Reed brought him to Spike?
Yeah, and then, man,
Because he was old school, right?
He was old school.
Sort of
but
like Red Fox.
Here's the funny thing, though. Robin never made it a day over 37. He never lived a day over 30. But he seemed so old at that time.
Right,
Because
right.
he had that Red Fox, that whole persona of this old school, kind of
Yeah.
almost slightly drunk.
Yeah.
That old uncle, right?
Yeah, that old uncle.
Man,
but grounded.
Grounded.
I
man.
heard a story once that he was in the movie with, I guess was Harlem Nights. I think Eddie was directing.
Yeah.
And the story was like he was so fucking funny, Eddie wouldn't let him do nothing.
That's probably true.
And I understand that shit. Like, and Eddie was, when Eddie was at the top, Eddie was a genius. But when you see a dude like that,
Yeah.
you understand where sometimes, comedians are a little competitive and they're
Yeah.
like, well, you put him in the movie, but you don't let him do nothing.
Right.
So what the fuck is that about? Why you have him in the movie and not let the dude be funny?
Well,
know?
because it was that was Eddie's. He was starring in the movie. He was directing the
it was
movie.
His
It was
project.
for him to get off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I get that. I
Yeah,
get
so
that.
it was just one of those things.
Yeah.
Robin was a force to be reckoned
It's a
with.
force of nature.
Look, if there's no Robin, and I hope I can say this and not sound crazy, but if there's no if Robin Harris doesn't pass away at his untimely death, Martin's career may not have taken off in the way that it did, because they did Def Jam.
Together?
No, that was for Robin.
Oh, that was for Robin.
And when Robin passed, Martin got handed the baton.
He kind of passed the baton.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Absolutely. And Martin loves this dude. He respects him so much. you
Oh,
know?
of course. I mean,
Yeah.
my first movie, Mo Better Blues.
Oh, yeah.
I was so excited at the table read. You had Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
I said to my brother, "Who is this guy?" He goes, "It's Denzel Washington."
Yeah.
This guy's a fucking. And I was like, I didn't quite know. I said, man, you knew this guy was like a star. And then it was Wesley Snipes. Then there was all these different people in the movie, and then Robin Harris like took over the room, and everybody was on the fucking floor dying. I was like, oh my God. I was like, wow. And then in the middle of the reading, this is what happened.
Yeah, he had narcolepsy.
Yeah.
No, he would
So
like be
fell
talking
asleep.
to you.
Fell asleep.
Yeah, he would just
And-
go.
And Spike would be like, wake him up, wake him up, wake him
Yeah.
up, wake him up. So I didn't
wild.
know. No, it's the truth.
We have friends who have narcolepsy.
Yeah.
One of Apollonia's friends have narcolepsy.
So I didn't
She
know,
can't drive.
what is that? Is that a...
Crazy.
You know,
Where-
I don't know, I don't know what kind of condition it is, but like you can have a conversation with somebody and they just zone out and dip off to sleep, and then they come right back in the conversation like they never left. They just come back and so what I was saying was, you're like, what?
Right. That's like what happened.
No, it's a serious. No, it's a
They'd
serious.
wake him up and he'd be like right back in it.
Yeah.
It's a serious condition.
Wow.
Apollonia's friend, she was driving and it hit her and she went out and went off the road.
So
Oh,
what's
that-
it called?
That's wild.
Narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy.
It's a serious,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
serious condition.
Yeah.
But did that lead to his death?
I think so. I think it has something to do with it. I think he had like cardiac arrest.
Cardiac arrest.
So I think it had something to do with it.
And it's a shame because he was just like coming to that, stardom. What was that movie, House Party or some shit?
Yeah, I mean, look, House
was
Party,
coming up.
that set him off.
That
I mean,
set
that's
him
when
off,
that's
right?
when America got to see who
They
he
got
was.
to know because Spike
Yeah.
had him in, on Do the Right Thing. And
Yeah.
he had a little thing in Mo Better. He was coming up, but it was like Robin Harris was like, he was a
right,
force.
He was right at the thing.
Yeah.
right?
He was. He had a so he had this thing what he would do when he would go from joke to joke. He had no segues. That's what it was just like he would just come up with something. He just go, oh boy, they wear hats, don't they?
Yeah,
They wear
yeah.
hats, don't they? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that came from nowhere.
Nowhere.
Now he's gonna do a whole bit about hats.
Yeah.
And then he'll switch it up and go, oh boy, oh, they ugly, ain't they? Oh, you ever see these ugly girls? And you're like, what kind of transition was
was
that?
just quick.
But it
Right.
was so
Quick
quick.
with it,
So
yeah.
And
quick.
he knew what he wanted to say.
Right.
He went with it.
He was a genius.
Yeah, man.
Rest in peace.
Real G,
So he
man.
passed. What year did he pass?
Let's see, Robin. I'm trying to think what year that was. I attended his funeral. I remember Stevie Wonder sang at it. It was. Let's see, Robin had to pass somewhere around.
1990.
Yeah, I was about to say 89, 90, somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how old was he?
I
37?
think either 36 or 37 years old.
Right.
36.
Yeah. So he never even saw 37, man. That's crazy.
That is crazy. And the man was just like, he was so memorable. You wouldn't forget this dude.
Nah, man.
You know what I mean?
Nope.
I mean, they don't make them like that anymore. That was like old school, but like now, it was just it was something. I'm glad I got to at least see him in action. I was like, man, I knew this guy was great, but I was like, holy shit.
Yeah,
Then
man.
Martin Lawrence comes about, and you guys meet in the early 90s, right?
Yeah.
Early
We
90s.
meet. Martin and I actually meet in '88. He had been in LA for maybe a year or so, and like I said, he had done this show, What's Happening Now, which was a spinoff of What's Happening.
Right.
And he played this character on there, and so, the first time I meet Martin Lawrence, I'm up for an audition against him.
Mm-hmm.
We're screen testing for this. It was a show called A Little Bit Strange. Remember the Monsters?
Yeah, the Munsters.
The Munsters.
Yeah.
So it was like some new version of the Munsters, right? With like a multi ethnic cast, right? Wow. And so me and Martin are up for the same role. Now, how you figure that? I'm 6'5".
I don't get
Martin
that.
might be 5'6".
Right.
So,
that makes no sense.
so it didn't make sense.
What was the name of it?
Crazy.
It was called A Little Bit Strange, and it was NBC.
NBC?
So we're on the NBC lot. And Martin walks
You were
in the door.
testing?
We're testing. So you know how that goes. You're there
Yeah.
all day.
Right.
And you kind of get to know the people that are there with you.
Right.
And so I knew who he was. He had no idea who I was. And I was like, I ain't getting this.
Right.
Because this dude, that's the dude from What's Happening Now.
Right.
And he's funny. He ends up getting the role, of course.
Right.
But what was cool during that lunch we kind of hit it off, and he was new in town. And I said, man, why don't you come to my mom's house for Thanksgiving since you don't have any family out here?
Right.
And we became friends, and that was it from then on out. So he gets the role, and he says, one of these days we're going to work together. And it happened.
Right.
Yeah.
But didn't he tell you, you told me a story where he said, you know, I don't think you're really a stand-up. You're more of a writer. Is that right?
He did. He
Told you that.
wanted me. I wanted him to,
What made him tell you that?
I don't know. Here's the thing.
Oh, he told me something like,
No, that's exactly what it was. What had happened was, he had said something to me like, look, if I want to come see you do stand-up, and if you're really good,
right,
I'll take you out with me on the road.
On the road.
And do some road days. So I was like, all I got to do is perform.
Right.
But in the meantime, when this is happening,
right,
they start talking about this Martin show thing that could possibly happen. And so I said, well, man, you know what? Can I give you a script? I want you to read something. And he goes, his exact words, he was like, what do you mean? I said, I write. I'm a writer. He goes, man, you ain't no writer, man. That's what the white boys do. They do that shit. We don't write.
He told you you ain't no writer?
He did.
Yeah.
He told me that. So I give him a stack of scripts.
What'd you have, like spec scripts?
I wrote spec scripts. I had like 3 or 4 spec
Half
scripts.
hours?
Everything was half
How'd you learn
hours.
how to do that?
By watching TV. I never took a class. To this day, I never took
Really?
any kind of class.
So
I
you
just used to watch TV.
And you were writing a sitcom form?
Yeah, I would watch them and time them and go,
Yeah.
okay. And my mother used to type them for me because, you know.
She typed them?
This was typewriter days.
Damn.
Man, you know what I mean? And so I give him this stack. He goes, yo, man, this is, you wrote this? And I was like, yeah. He goes, I had no idea. You're a writer. So I said, what about the stand-up stuff?
So
was
he
like,
said, you're a writer.
you're a writer.
Yeah, you're not really a stand-up.
Compartmentalized me into this is what you do. You don't do that, you do this.
Right.
One other funny story was the first season of Martin, I booked Doogie Howser, MD. I booked a role on Doogie Howser.
Oh, you did? You booked the role?
I booked the role and they wanted to give it to me as a recurring character. Martin tells me, look, man, it's either that or this. I went to bat for you.
Because the Martin show was already happening.
Yeah.
He said, so, you can't be missing here and doing that too at the same time. So which one is it going to be?
Right.
And that's when I hung up my acting hat
Right.
that day. Day.
Well, no, I think you made the right choice. Even though you're a good actor.
Thank you.
You are. Bentley can act.
Yeah, you guys have good
People
scenes
don't know
together.
he's actually very funny.
Thank
and
you.
he's very
Funny
grounded.
dude.
But, the writing thing is what got him to where he needed.
I think so. I think it was the right choice.
Yeah, no, I think you
end.
made the right choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he went to bat for you. He fought for you to be in the writer's room, right?
Absolutely.
And to be on that, to be on that show.
He really did. And then, I was able to excel, through the seasons to show that, hey, look, I'm this guy's voice, number one. And number two,
Right.
I kind of picked it up now because I've been in the room with these pros
Right.
who had written for I Love Lucy, different stuff. These are old cats, right? I'm like
Right.
24. These dudes were like in their 40s, 50s at the time. So they had written on legendary shows, and they're
Right.
teaching me the format and telling me, kid, that's everything doesn't have to be a joke. Don't put jokes everywhere. Structure, structure, structure. Once I learned it,
Right. You were off to the races. Plus, you had his voice, right?
I had his voice.
Right.
I was the voice. I mean, it's a legendary show, but I was the voice of Martin before Martin would get the scripts.
Right.
So they depended heavily on me.
And he trusted
He trusted
you, right?
me. He trusted me. And then he would take that thing and take it from 2 to 10.
Yeah.
Really?
Because
Yeah.
he's a genius.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
Wait, I mean, it's the same concept. Like, you need a team for a lot of things. It doesn't just take one person. It's like
No.
it's like music making too. Like, a lot of people can write the great songs, but can they perform the great songs? Sometimes this guy can do it better than them because they don't have what it takes to be in front of thousands of people. So that's what I mean. They take it from here to there. So that's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's a team thing, man. I think
Yeah.
a
It
team
is.
works with everything.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
you got to have that. You really have to have a
How many
good team.
writers did you have on that show?
When we started out, it was 8 of us. By the time we ended the Martin show, it was 15. And it was,
Crazy.
let me see.
It was Foxx, right?
Yes, it was
Yeah.
Foxx.
So you were on the Foxx lot, right?
We were on the Universal Studios lot.
Okay.
So it was
Because I
Foxx.
remember seeing Steve White or something one time.
Steve White.
Good old Steve.
That's
because
my
him
guy,
and, him
man.
and Martin were buddies. They were in Do
Yeah.
the Right Thing. And,
Yeah.
and then because we were filming NYPD Blue at Fox, and I heard about the Martin Lawrence show, but you didn't shoot it there.
No, we shot on Universal. I don't know why. I don't know what that was about, but that's where we were. what a great place to be, though.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah,
grew
but
up
that-
going on the Universal tour, and then you're working there.
Right. Oh my God.
It's not too far from.
Were you living in the valley then?
No, I was not. I was living in L.A., but I moved to the Valley as a result of Jamie Foxx show, and Jamie was like, "You need to be closer," and I moved to the Valley.
Oh, that was when you did the Jamie show.
Yes,
Right. But how many years did Martin go?
Martin did 5 seasons, so 5 years, and we stuffed episodes. We were shooting 27 a year, man.
27?
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
So not
dope.
even 22.
Nah, man, 27. I had never heard of it. I
Why-
still have never heard of
Why
that.
27?
I don't know. It was I just think they wanted to get
How
the
many
syndication.
episodes did you guys do? Over 100, right?
Yeah, we did 100. I think 137. I want to say 137.
And it's syndicated.
Yeah,
too.
we did
Yeah.
more episodes than I Love Lucy.
So what? You started out. What was your title?
I started out as a staff writer. I didn't even have a credit on the beginning of the show. I had my credit in the end. Staff writer would just go by really fast, right? So you had to pause the
Who was it
VCR.
created by?
So the show was actually created by Martin.
By Martin.
Topper Carew, who was his manager at the time, and John Bowman.
John Bowman.
John Bowman was a guy.
He was a big guy, right?
Oh yeah, big shot, man. He had come from.
Where'd he come from?
He had this Saturday Night Live.
Oh,
He
okay.
had done In Living Color.
All right.
And he just had the chops. He was a Harvard guy.
Yeah.
And so
Was he a white dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, so he didn't know Martin's voice. This
So
is
you
the
being,
beginning of hip hop.
You being African American, you
You're
got to
right.
have somebody in his corner that
Exactly.
understands his sensibility, right?
Facts.
It's just like if somebody's writing for me, they got to understand who Nick Turturro is. Otherwise, they're not going to get my voice.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Right?
100%. And I literally, he was my work study. I studied this dude. I traveled
Right.
all over the country with him.
Was Martin very hands-on?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Very hands-on.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have been what it is now if he hadn't been, you know.
Right.
Sometimes it was rough.
How
you
was
know?
Bowman? Was he?
Bowman was cool. He was only there for 2 years.
He was only there for 2
He
years.
was only there for 2 years,
But
and
he
he
was
went off
creative.
to do. He went off to do Murphy Brown or
So
something.
it didn't matter. He already had his name.
He had his name, man.
He was locked in, right?
Exactly.
So then you started as a staff writer, and then you worked your way up.
I went from staff writer
To where?
to executive story editor in my second year. Half of the second year, I was executive story editor, and I bumped up to co-producer.
Co-producer.
And then the third year, I was just I was writer producer on
You're a
the show.
producer.
And then
And how'd you finish up?
I ended up as showrunner. I ended up as exec producer, showrunner, and it was like crazy because
You were an executive producer?
yeah, man,
Showrunner?
Yeah, like 28 years old.
In
and it
the
was
in the last season?
the last 2 seasons.
Last 2 seasons.
Yeah,
Damn.
Wow.
it was scary
So
because
you renegotiated that, right?
you know what? It was funny. They came to me and they were like,
They
this.
came to you?
Look, we needed somebody to take this slot, and I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna get a promotion, but not that kind of promotion. They were
Right.
like, we want you to run the show, and I was like, this, huh? And they were like,
Wow.
can you do it? I was like, yeah.
We can figure
Sure.
it out.
Yeah.
Because you
Gotta
had been
figure it
around
out.
enough of it, right?
Yeah, you seen it. You know, you knew what it was.
That
but watch-
sitcom world is great.
It's great.
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 Tell them how it starts, like on a Monday.
Yeah, so okay. So back in those days.
Back in those days. How did it go in those days?
So you had Monday through Friday schedule. You had that Monday morning table read
Table
where the
read.
actors would come in.
Right.
But you had big budget, so they would just read and then leave.
Right.
Get their Starbucks cups and leave.
Right.
And then the writers would have to
how
kind
many
of.
writers did you have on staff?
So at that time, like I said, we started with 8 on Martin. 8. And then, like I said, when we finished, it was so many writers because it just had a big budget. So it was like, bring this guy in. He's funny. We just
Right.
had bringing in friends.
Money wasn't a concern back
No
then.
object, man.
It was a different world then.
They were paying so much money, literally, and then this is not a knock, but this is my
this
first
is-
season of Martin. I was making more money living at home, making more money than my dad, and it was like, this is crazy, and I'm living in his house
My
because the
God.
money was bananas.
Crazy.
Everybody was eating.
Everybody
Everybody
was
was
eating.
eating.
Everybody's eating. After the first season, you start seeing Benzes pulling up and Range Rovers and all kinds of shit. It was crazy.
Yeah, what'd you start out with? I remember when I was on NYP, they were like, Nick, you got to get a car, man. I had a Cabriolet. I was like, yeah, I got to pull up with something. I had an Explorer, so it wasn't, but it was something new. I had to come in with something.
A Porsche Cabriolet?
No, not a Porsche, a VW
Oh,
Cabriolet.
VW Cabriolet. I remember those.
That was my first date with my wife. I picked her up in that orange Cabriolet. She was like, I thought this guy was a TV star. And I was like, hey, I just started, man. Back then
Man.
people were like, don't unpack your bags, Let's see if the show gets renewed. I was like, all right, whatever. I didn't know how it worked. You know,
Yeah.
just like you probably.
Had
I had
no
like,
clue.
in my first season, I had like 7 out of 13. So I didn't know what that meant. That meant could have been like, if they didn't like me, they could have said, get rid of this fucking kid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was just like, am I a regular? I remember asking my agent. He was like, yeah, baby, you are. I was like, are you sure?
Agents, I hate
am I
agents.
a fucking regular? And he was like, yeah, you're a regular. And I was like, all right. Because then after a couple episodes, they were like, well, we're going to put you in the opening credits. I said, I thought I was in the opening credits. You were. And I was like, all right, what the fuck, whatever. And they were like, you know, we really think we really like you. Because I didn't even have a full trailer. I had like a half a trailer. I was across the street from all the big guys. And then all of a sudden they go, well, we're going to move you over here. And I said, oh, all right. I was better that I didn't know this shit.
Right.
You
They
know,
don't want
like,
us to know that.
Yeah,
They don't want us to know.
I just was thinking, you know, well, if I
We
survive
have too much info.
first year, I mean,
Too much
after
info.
the first year, we got nominated for 20-something Emmys.
Right.
Yeah,
It was insane. My mother goes, and you got nominated. I was like, what?
Season 1?
Yeah.
Holy
I couldn't
shit.
believe it. It was like,
That's awesome.
That's
I
dope.
mean, we were 90, what was it, 94? When did that Martin air?
Martin aired in 92.
Oh, so you guys
92.
started a little before us.
Yeah.
Did you guys get Emmy nominations?
Never got an Emmy nomination. We
No?
we won the People's Choice Award twice. We won countless NAACP Image Awards, but we never got an Emmy nod. And I think it was because of Fox. It was a news.
Yeah,
I don't
Fox
know.
didn't have that.
Yeah.
You know, back then the networks were king.
Yeah.
So they had the class.
Yeah.
And Fox was like the new kid on the block. They were sort
Yeah.
of like looked at as, I don't know how you would refer to today, but it's, you know, they weren't like, they didn't have that cachet yet, Fox.
Right.
They were actually better than I think what people gave them credit for.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So by the end, you're the showrunner in the
Showrunner,
fourth
man.
and the fifth year.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's life-changing stuff, right?
I mean, literally life-changing stuff. Seriously. It was
No,
like.
I mean that.
Yeah.
I mean that in the
Yeah.
point where, you know, if you can get, you know, I didn't even realize till like years later I had a development deal and wrote a pilot, and then people were like, you know, oh, you know, you wrote the pilot, co-wrote it, and I was like, yeah, what does that mean? That means that you
Creator.
are a creator.
That's right.
And I said, I didn't know that. Now, don't sign that contract. I was like, no. I said, my agent didn't tell me.
Yeah.
No.
You know what's wild, Nick? People give me scripts a lot of times. They'll hand me a script and it'll say created by such and such. And I'm going, you don't determine that. That's determined by the Writers Guild. They determine whoever wrote it,
Right.
they are the creator. And the Writers Guild has to sign off on that.
That's right.
So I had to give Jamie Foxx created by credit on the Jamie Foxx show.
But you wrote the pilot?
I wrote the pilot, but they didn't want to give him credit. So I had to sign an affidavit.
They didn't want to give him because he
No.
gave you the story.
He gave me the story.
Right.
And so me, you know, I wasn't gonna be an asshole about it. I was like, look, this dude, he's his story. How can you, I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
So, you know, if he's not a creator, then, you know, we don't have a show here. He's gotta be involved in that.
Exactly.
And so they gave
That,
him.
you did the right thing,
Yeah.
because if somebody gives you the story and then, you know, you don't give him that sort of credit, that's kind of lame.
Right.
You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Right, it's not cool.
Yeah, because he came to you. I mean, so what, after Martin with 5 years, when did the Jamie Foxx show come about?
Literally, I was doing the last year of the Martin show was the first year of the Jamie Foxx show. So I was running both shows.
Was Jamie Foxx coming off the Living in Color?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so in the
So
fourth
what did he
season-
have, a development deal?
He had a development deal, and I had a development deal at Warner Brothers.
Oh, you both guys had development
Both of us had development deals, but I'm still doing Martin.
Oh, you're still doing mine.
So when I get the Jamie Foxx show, I never thought it was going to see the light of day. I just said, we're doing a pilot. So when
Right.
they ordered it, I was like, uh-oh, I got a problem. I got a contract still with this Martin show, and Martin ain't letting me out this contract. I
No.
know he's not.
Right.
And his words to me, he said, all right, man, so you got this other show going on, so you got to figure it out. How you going to do both?
Who said that, Martin?
Yep. He said, I'm dependent on you, so figure it out.
So did you figure it out?
I figured it out. I was 198 pounds because I was so stressed
Sure.
running back and forth between shows. It was a crazy time in my life.
So you were still doing the Martin show
Uh-huh.
while you started with the Jamie Foxx show.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
And
So
was Martin
get sick
was
like
Martin
that.
over yet? Like did they?
No.
So they didn't know. You didn't know if it was gonna be over yet.
I had no idea.
Was this in the fifth
Oh,
season?
shit.
This is in the 5th season. So I'm shooting Martin on Mondays and shooting Jamie on Friday.
Wow.
So you realistically could have, if Martin was picked up for another season, you could have been still doing both.
Well, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I probably would have had to walk away. But then
Yeah.
that would have put a strain on our friendship too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was I born yet, or was
No.
it just Kai?
Nah, because let's see, we started the Jamie. No, neither one of you guys were here yet because when we started Jamie Foxx show, it was '96. You came in '99. She was in '97.
97,
So
yeah.
What year were you born?
99.
99 too.
Or like Nick?
Yeah. Well, our
A
siblings,
month
We're all-
apart.
we're all
We're
the same-
literally a month apart.
all our siblings are the same age.
Yeah.
And so 97, you had your daughter?
Yeah.
Or like me?
yeah.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I got married 96. When was Apollonia born?
97.
97.
97. I got
Yeah.
married in '94.
You got married in 94?
I got married in
I met
94.
Lisa in 94. You
Yeah.
got married in 94.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You know who's a stand-up though?
Who?
Your son.
Oh, he's a stand-up.
A stand-up.
He's
Oh,
a
he's a
stand-up.
stand-up.
Comedy?
He
Yes.
is.
I'm pretty comical.
But
He's
he doesn't.
funny.
I never see that.
We're
so-
gonna-
Yeah,
we're-
but
we're-
in my house, in my kitchen,
Oh, really?
he's a funny
Russell
bastard.
Peters told him he's got it too.
Really?
Yeah, he just clams up around you, I think.
I don't know why though. I'm the most non-threatening
I know.
guy.
I know.
Why?
But see, I mean, you could be non-threatening, but you're 6'5", big dude. I mean, that's pretty intimidating, sir.
Look. Let me just be very, very clear. And this is very, very clear. I didn't whip my children.
At all.
So we came up in the era. Look, I used to get ass whoopings. My mother used to whip me, belts, the whole 9 yards. But that was acceptable. That's what it was.
Right.
And every whipping I got, I deserved. I guarantee you. But I didn't whip my children. Now, my wife, I ain't gonna say I can't speak for her, but I didn't whip my children, right?
Right.
So I don't know. I never whipped them. So I'm like, why would you think that I'm this menacing? Because I talk shit, but I ain't gonna whip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't understand where the issue he has with you, because from what I know of your dad, he's a very gentle guy. You know, he's a big guy, imposing guy, but not like I would not call him like a mean guy.
He's not mean
You
at
know,
all.
Not mean at all.
He's a mean
So-
guy.
No, he's not. No, he's
He's an
not.
asshole.
No. The thing
Jim,
that
is
I
he-
love
is he
about
mean?
he's not mean. No.
You mean the little man?
Yeah, he's so mean.
No, he does. He's not
They
mean.
go at
He just
it.
Not
talks
really
shit.
mean. I just talk shit.
Because that's what
you don't
guys-
know what mean is.
That's our era. We come from the talk
you
shit
don't know what the
era.
fuck mean is.
Am I right?
Right.
We come from that era.
Yeah,
Our parents talk shit. My father
Yeah.
used to talk shit. My
Yeah.
father, clinky clink.
So you guys want scotch?
I'm not a Scotch drinker.
Not a scotch
scotch.
drinker.
Yeah.
I mean, my father used to just look at you when you walked in the room and you knew, get out. He didn't even have to say get
Yeah.
out. He would just go like this.
Yeah,
Grown folks talking. You left.
that's right.
That's it.
He just look at you. You know, he was a scary fucking dude.
Mm-hmm.
Not to me.
My
so
conversations
much,
with him go like this, right? Dad, why'd you tweet that? What do you mean? Well, why'd you tweet it like this? You should have tagged them. Well, you know what? Fuck you then, Nick. Fuck you. That's
but,
it.
Well, I
You
don't
know
know.
why?
I don't understand the social
So
media
mean to
shit.
me.
No, I don't understand. I'll say things
nothing.
and they're taken out of context.
To you, he gets real, gives you a lot of attitude for stuff that like
You do
obviously
though.
don't
You
know
do,
how to
and I
do.
tell you that all the time.
He starts, right?
I tell you that all the time.
He's an instigator.
Instigator.
Yeah.
I tell you
look what
that
you
all
wrote.
the time.
Look what the fuck you wrote.
I
And
tell
Like
him
some
that
lady,
all
I
the
blocked her the
time.
other day. She got all
She
mad.
DM'd him
Yeah,
on Instagram.
because
Why do you block me? I'm a big
Rappaport,
fan.
everybody was tweeting about 9/11, and you know, I'm very emotional about 9/11, and I said, yeah, 9/11, never forget.
But he writes.
Yeah.
But he writes his tweets very
So what?
illiterate.
I said, yeah. You gotta explain the yeah. Why the fuck do I gotta explain the yeah to you? Yes, never forget it. It could be offensive, Nick. Some of your followers
you
are hating
blocked
on
her.
you. I got so upset, I said, block, bitch.
Blocked her.
Blocked her, and then she's upset, demon going, I didn't mean anything. Why are you taking out on
so
me?
when he's
but
mad
you
at-
started with me.
When he's mad at me, do you know who he vents to? Him.
Me.
So-
And then he gives a whole
Yes.
monologue
Hey,
about it.
Can I say
Yes,
this?
because he understands me. He understands my plight.
Hey,
know?
Nick, would you agree with me? And this is serious. And this is my observation. The generation nowadays, you guys are so much more sensitive than we were you could talk shit to kids when we were coming up and you just went with it. Kids
mean-
now go, why are you talking to me like that? Because that's how adults talk.
Right.
We just talk shit.
Why
Yeah.
are you talking
He
to
can
me
take
like
it.
that?
He
Yeah,
can take it. He
facts.
starts a lot of shit, and then Bentley's always there, calming me down, rubbing my
Big
back.
Nick, I swear.
Because I be telling Nick.
I got
be like,
him. I got you,
be
Big
like,
Nick.
I be like, Big Nick, he's going to bomb on you. Like Big Nick is going to bomb on Nick, cause Nick be talking crazy sometimes. So I be having to let him know, relax, Nick, relax, cause you're just gonna bomb on him one day and then he'll understand.
Right.
I got Big
No,
Nick.
he got me.
Could you talk to your father like that growing up?
No.
Me neither.
No.
I don't
No,
talk to you like that.
No, and he enjoyed me. My dad, out of all the kids, my brother always says, he actually enjoyed you because you were the baby and you were able to tickle him. But still, there was a line that we didn't talk about dicks and ass and this and shit. These fucking guys talk about everything with me. So it's like, there's nothing that's like, everything is open season. But there was a line with me and my dad.
Speaking of ass, what'd you do with my friend the other night?
Fucked up, man. I fucked up.
Oh,
Tell you
boy.
about this. No, I started on this testosterone,
over,
natural
yeah.
testosterone.
He's on juice.
No, it's no juice.
He's on juice.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
57. I went to the
some.
man's clinic.
No, give him the
Yeah, check it out, Woodland Hills. My brother-in-law goes, go to the man's clinic. You want to get pumped up. I haven't checked my testosterone, to see where I'm at, because I can still perform, but I'm not like, a racehorse
He's an
no
old
more.
man. He's 57.
57, so I'm in the 400s, whatever.
I'm on the 400.
I'm on the 400. So the fucking guy goes to me, all right, we'll get you on the program. We'll give you like 5 shots and once a week, take a pill, and then we'll also give you a needle, an injection. So they give me an injection, this is like 2 weeks ago, and then he goes, they give me all the needles and to take home. They go, you can inject yourself. I go, what? I'm like, who you know who I'm talking to? I can barely send an email. How the fuck am I gonna put a needle in my ass? I'm not a guy I'm not a doctor. What do I know about fucking needles or testosterone? It's very easy. We could show you. They kind of walked me through it, but I forgot the whole fucking thing. So I skipped last week because I went to North Carolina to do a day on a movie. Then I went to Seattle, whatever. So I'm behind on my needles, because that one shot I was feeling a little spruced, and I'm like, let me catch up. So I said to my wife, I don't want to inject you. I said, all right, fucking Trent was over there, Big Trent.
Yeah.
Our friend Trent.
And he told me, yeah, my dad does it.
No,
this
this is what he said.
So I said, can you inject me?
He said, I don't want to do it. But
First
if I
he
have,
said,
but if I have to, I'll do
but
it.
I can do it. He said, I don't want to do it, but I can do it. So there was 2 needles there. And I thought one needle went on top of the other needle. It turns out the other needle is more for
Just drawing it in.
drawing. So I didn't fucking know. I put the big ass needle, and we put the 8 milligrams. We had it all ready. He was like, I'm not sure, Nick. So I pulled my ass down. He pinches my ass. I didn't know where. I thought he said up here. And anyway, he put the wrong. I put the wrong needles. It's almost like stabbing yourself. So he put the needle in my ass, and I went, ah! I fucking yelled.
And then he shot it in.
And then, he shot it in, squeezed my ass, and my ass is killing me. Not my ass, my
that's
bone.
why.
He hit me in my
Yes.
tendon. So I went to the clinic yesterday. I said, he goes, well, what needle did you use? Did you use the orange or the green? I said, I used the other one. No, he goes, that's a drawing needle. That's why you're hurting. So I put the wrong fucking needle. And I was like, fuck this. Keep the testosterone here. I'll come in. So now I got a pain in my, I don't know where he hit me, in my tendon. I guess I didn't hit a nerve.
Higher ass, lower
Higher
back.
ass.
Low
But man,
back,
it
yeah.
hurts, Ben.
Ah.
It fucking hurts.
But I got to ask the question.
But it works.
That's what the question was.
me tell you.
Are you feeling any different?
You do.
Uh-huh.
You wake up feeling
Okay.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
I
I
might
don't
need
know
some
if this...
testosterone.
I don't
need
You
testosterone.
don't need
Too young.
testosterone your
You're
age.
20.
You probably had 1,000 or some shit.
You'll
You're
probably
up
go
there.
lose your mind if you go on
Hey.
testosterone. at
But
this
like
age.
this morning,
It's already gone.
It's not a problem.
woke up and I was like feeling,
Just
you
spell
know.
it out, man.
just feeling like, what can I tell you?
But I heard that you can use that and it gives you,
Yes.
it burns all your love handles and all that
well,
shit.
maybe.
See,
Well, he has to work
Now,
out.
I don't know if this one worked because he put it in my. I got this pain now. I'm feeling like this pain might be there for a while.
Ah.
Man,
He
No,
might
it's just
have-
a sore muscle. You'll be all right.
you'll be straight. You'll be solid.
You sure?
I'm sure. Absolutely.
So what do you think
sure.
he hit? A tendon?
He might have hit a nerve or something.
A nerve?
Yeah.
See, Senior, this is how it goes. I tell him, you'll be all right. Nothing. He says it. He'll be all right. He's okay.
He
I'm
calms me down. He calms me down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I recommend we're getting older.
Listen,
No,
I thought about
listen.
it.
Go to the clinic, and they'll take the blood right there. They'll tell you in 30 minutes, less than 20 minutes, 30 minutes. They'll tell you where you're at.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you it's all
even
natural.
know.
It's not done like crazy. You know what I mean?
Well, it's
we know. I'm
condoned.
57. How old are you?
53.
So you don't feel like you're 25 no
Right.
more. You just want to feel better, and moods and and energy and maybe better resistance.
Yeah, I'd like to get
So-
some guns though one time. Just
Oh, yeah.
one time, I'd love to be able
Well,
to
you
say,
could do that.
I got guns.
Yeah, you could do that.
Your
You
son's
could do
working
that.
on getting some muscles
I
right
mean,
now. We're in
you
hot
know,
yoga every week.
My
Yeah.
brother-in-law's doing some shit that he's got guns, but
Yeah?
I'm not interested in that. I'm just interested in being like, feeling.
But you gotta work out.
yeah.
It's very bad.
But I hurt myself now with that big ass needle, but that's okay. Hopefully
Go
I'll
get
be
it rubbed
okay.
out. You'll be all right.
Well, maybe, I don't know, just a suggestion. Maybe we do yoga with those guys.
Yeah.
He's done it before.
Oh, you've
Yeah.
done it.
I'll
That's
do
what
it.
I'm saying.
I'll
You
do it.
got it.
Yeah,
If
I'll
he
do it.
comes in, you gotta come
You
in.
come in, I'll come back. I mean, I have a bulging disc issue, but I'm getting better with that right now.
Okay.
So maybe if you want to try it, you sweat your ass off.
That's cool.
We'll go
I've
Monday.
done that. and I've
Monday.
had that
and it's
bulging
good,
disc thing too.
Yeah, all these things.
Warrior
and
two.
it's-
Yeah.
He likes it. It's life changing.
Okay.
He's shaping himself up in this.
I'm in really
hot
good shape
yoga.
right now.
Yeah.
This is hot yoga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hot yoga.
But
hot
don't
day
you know
yoga.
what? The
Hot day
testosterone, it's good. Just don't inject yourself, because
Yeah, these guys are like 24.
no,
They
I'm
won't
just
need
saying
it?
they don't need it.
Like, he don't even like needles. So
No, I
I don't know
don't.
No,
how
I
he
didn't
do
even
it.
feel that first needle. I'm like, what the fuck did
Why don't
Trent
they just
do
have
me?
like a pill you can take?
Whenever
I don't get that.
Man, whenever I doubt something, why do I still do it? It's the story of my life. I have a feeling that tells me, don't do it, don't do it. And then the stupid person in me is always like, well, do it anyway, do it. And I always make a fucking mistake.
It's because your choices aren't
And I have a
bold.
brain, I have talent, yet I don't listen to the smart. I always go with the other guy that's always infiltrating the guy with
The
a
devil.
brain.
It's
the
Yeah,
devil.
the devil.
Angel and devil on your
Yes,
shoulder.
yes.
Well, wait. Is it the devil or is it ego? Because we have egos too, and our ego is the one that fucks us up all the time. You know,
Little bit.
because sometimes when you react and you go, "Was that me or my ego?" And then
The fuck is the pizza?
yeah.
These motherfuckers, where'd they go for that
Maybe
pizza?
it's a little bit of both for him.
Well, it could be both for all of us.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
I'm looking to challenge Portnoy. You hear me,
Hey,
Portnoy?
listen, that is the fucking funniest guy I've ever seen. Nick, when we were writing this project, I would
did a-
laugh so fucking hard when he used to get ramped up and mad.
Oh yeah, your thing was
it's
we
the
did this
funniest.
pilot, spec
Funniest.
pilot over the hill, very good. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten it to the promised land
Not
yet.
yet.
But it's never over. But the funny thing was Bentley and his partner wrote. I gave them a story. They went and wrote it, and I said, okay, not bad. Now let me come in and let's like put my voice in it. And he was like, yeah, man, let's do it. So Bentley put it up on a screen, right?
Yeah.
In his office, put it on the screen, and we rewrote it. And as we were rewriting it, I was acting the whole fucking thing out for him. And he was like, "Oh man, he's acting it too." And
Funny.
I did it right in front of your face,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And you
yeah,
were
yeah.
like, you were fascinated by the whole.
Gets no better than that. You're right there.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
right
you
there,
get to
right in the
feel it.
trenches, and you got to feel it. Because I'm good at rewriting shit. I'm not a full-fledged writer, but I'm like a half a writer.
Yeah.
And I'm good at, putting my voice on the page because I know what I like, what I don't like. And Bentley, he bought into it. He saw what I was doing.
It was fun on set, too. We had a
it was
great
a lot of
time.
fun.
Facts.
A lot of fun. And it was the Turturros. So it was a whole new world for Bentley because it was a single cam. And,
Yeah.
and I know you had a lot of fun. You acted in it.
Yeah.
And you were really good, but you enjoy. I mean, Aida was talk about Aida
Oh my
Turturro, man.
God.
Aida
Aida
Turturro, Janet Soprano. So he did a show with the Turturros in the Turturro house and the cigar place. I mean, it was a fucking experience.
It was
And a lot of great
incredible.
shit in it.
Yeah.
A lot of great shit.
Yeah.
You guys also filmed in a little church across from our school.
Oh yeah, with the
At
dead
the
body.
Crespi.
The dead body
We had a
in the
dead
casket.
body. The opening scene is me in a monologue. I was drinking scotch, listening to music,
crazy.
crying before the scene to psych myself up. That was a powerful scene.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we left the fucking thing. We took the thing off. It was supposed to hide that the guy was in the coffin. It was like, oh, we had to cut around it. It was like, we made mistakes when we were doing this shit. And when you do
But
spec
it was
pilots,
fun. It was fun.
Well, we were moving
But it was a
fast,
great
too.
experience.
Yeah. We were moving real fast.
I
We
mean,
didn't have a
even
lot
your
of
daughter
rehearsal
was
time.
like, wow, this is different. This is,
Yeah.
and it was good. We really had some good shit in it. It was really some, like anything. And we didn't have a fucking huge full-blown budget. Imagine what we could have done.
If we
you
had
know?
a big budget, we could have did a lot. But I know that Nick wanted to do a single camera thing, and
Sometimes I
we
think
started as it was a
It was a
sitcom
sitcom.
at first.
You
Yeah.
were supposed to do it on your stages, right?
And you know what? I mean, it evolved into what it evolved into. But I just thought I wanted to see Nick Turturro in a half-hour sitcom. I just thought that's so fucking this energy running around a half-hour sitcom would
Hilarious.
I would die to see that. I still would die to
You
see
probably
that.
could still do
We
it.
still might do it. We should
still
talk
might
about
do
it.
We should talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did 2 pilots. I did 2, one for the WB, one for CBS. I think you saw one that was very good. This guy Dave Flabat, and it was live sitcom, and
Yeah.
I loved it.
Well, that's
Yeah.
how you.
The
guys
one for
that's how you guys
CBS, I was like
connected, yeah.
watered down a little bit. I got beat up by the network. You know how that goes. And you know, but that fucking that sitcom with the real audience, like I told you, if I could do it with you with a real audience,
That's incredible.
That's what I need because I feed off of people.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you know what you do a different thing, you know, and you're good at it. But I mean, for me, it's like I gotta have that.
I would love to do
Yeah.
my stuff with an audience. It's just
Yeah.
that it's the budget. So
Yeah,
it's like
the
I'm moving
budgets
so
don't-
fast. I'm like,
Right.
all right, I could pipe in some laughs and post. But you know, if I had my, you know, the way I wanted.
But
to do
maybe
it,
there's a way to do it with a bigger place.
I think it is.
And a live like you know, like what you did years ago,
Yeah.
and then do it now.
Yeah.
I might be interested in that
Yeah.
because you know, for me, it's like I could feed off that. You know, and
Feed off energy, yeah.
I'm good in front of people, even though I'm probably you know a nervous wreck. I still feel like I did that the first time at the WB, and these people were high-fiving me. And the only reason we didn't get on the air was like some fucking guy nixed us at the end, and I was like, who said no? Because people were like, that shit was great. Some people that saw the taping said, Nick, it was like, I was in tears at the end of it. I had never even done it. It was right after NYPD Blue.
He ate a Snickers bar and was
I
crying.
had took a fucking bite of a fucking Snickers bar because I was having a meltdown. I was having a fucking meltdown, emotional meltdown. And I had the Hershey's or the Snickers, yeah.
Shit's funny.
It was very good.
It's funny.
Light up, baby. Yeah.
Oh, we can light up?
Yeah, let's light
Get the fuck out of here. I didn't know we could light up.
He would have been lit. You feel me?
This is my shit, man. I gotta ask you a question, Nick. How many cigars? What's the most amount of cigars you smoked in one day?
In one day?
In one day.
Let me think. I would say probably
This is the good shit.
maybe 5 or 6. Feeling nice-ski. Maybe like in the Dominican Republic. One night, me and the wife were like smoking like these little cigars.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a big boy.
I smoked 6 cigars in San Tropez about 10 days ago.
How was San Tropez?
Incredible.
Off the chain?
Incredible. I had never been to France before.
And that's near. Is that near Cannes?
Yeah, it's right there. I mean, it's literally driving maybe 30 minutes from Cannes.
So it's eventually like I'm gonna go to Cannes eventually. We're gonna have to go.
Oh, for sure.
So
for the
hit
film
San Tropez while
festival.
we're there too, right?
Got to.
Yeah.
Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I did it anyway. Don't worry.
So first time on Breaking Bread smoking.
Yeah. First time, baby.
Thank you, sir.
Lighten up a stogie. My
sir.
man with the Bentleys.
The Bentleys. I like
This is
that.
our second cigar today.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Bentley, are you going with me tonight to Horror Nights?
It's a horror night.
Come on, bro. I mean,
Is that here already?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost October.
Go with me. I don't want to go alone.
You're going by yourself?
Did you cut it, Bent?
Trixton
Yeah.
confirmed if
Yeah.
he was going with me.
See,
Come on, bro. Go with me, please.
I'll think about it.
Tell Russell Peters we're lighting up right now.
Where is the matches?
Right here in my hand.
It didn't work.
Nice. Let me feel like this bad boy.
That's a good pull already. I can already tell.
Yeah, that's a nice wrap.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
It is.
So each one is different. You know, like you can get 20 in a box. Some don't get a good pull. They were tightly wrapped or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
We had one today at the Havana Room. We went to Havana Room.
Oh, that's my favorite
that
place.
used to be my place. I was a member
I love
many
it.
years ago.
You know what?
Me too.
I had a.
Were you ever a member?
No, I had an opportunity to join when they first opened up, and I wasn't
I did.
smoking yet.
Oh, you weren't smoking?
Yeah.
Oh!
Pizza Daddy-O. So that's one of my favorite places to go. I love that spot.
Right up.
Love it.
Great spot. When I first came to Hollywood, you know, it was all new to me.
Lit.
And then Caruso turned me on, David Caruso, to cigars and all this shit. And then before you know it, I met Joey Pantoliano, and he was a member or a partner. And then I went over there, and I just joined him. I took Lisa there. I went there with people. I mean, I was newly in Hollywood. I'm like, wow, this is great. I wish
Yeah.
I would have kept it for a longer time.
I don't even think you can get a membership there anymore.
Well, we went as a guest today with our friend Jack Geraputo, and we had a great lunch because the restaurant down below is an Italian restaurant.
I know.
We had a wonderful lunch and a cigar. We started with a cigar, had lunch, then had another cigar. It was
Did they
great.
bring the food up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're gonna have to go over there again.
Anytime.
Yeah.
That's my favorite, one of my favorite spots in LA. One of used to.
How's your burn? Good.
Nice.
I gave you guys a couple of short stories. Those are good too. Did you cut it? And then I turned you on to Jameson.
Yeah,
huh?
you sure did. I have some Jameson at home too.
It's good stuff, right?
Yeah, man.
I sent you a bottle of.
Wait, where's cheese?
Where's the cheese?
the fuck is this?
I need a cheese. No fancy shit. That we can't compete with Portnoy with a fucking.
I got a pepperoni here.
Yeah.
You got one plane?
Yeah, probably in the other room. There's a bunch of pizzas too.
Okay.
We want to sit.
Because we eat a lot during the shows.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's kind of the concept of this breaking bread. But since my condition with this diverticulitis, sometimes I gotta watch my diet.
Yeah.
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 But you look good, man. What'd you drop? Like
Since I've seen you, about 30.
30?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, you're a big guy.
Yeah. See, you can barely see it.
No, not at all. I mean, you know, what were you? Because, like, what are you?
The most I've ever been is
6'3", 6'4"?
I'm 6'5". The
6'5".
most I've ever weighed is 272.
So
And right now I'm at
Where you at?
232.
that's a good weight.
Yeah.
And you probably feel better.
Oh,
right?
much better. A little out of breath. I got a here, you can be.
Yeah.
Let me get it.
Pass a piece over. Yeah,
Right,
pass a
this
piece
is the
over.
only one you can have today.
Is it cold? No, it's not bad.
Pretty warm, actually.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we're gonna do
You rip
something
that
here.
piece
Hold on 1 second. Wait.
Right, get a slice.
Wait a second.
This
Ben,
is
Guys, look.
yeah. Yeah.
You
want a cigar?
You're right.
I don't care what they say about you.
I'll have like a whole big sandwich, right? And then
I come home.
I can't eat all of it, so I'm like, Jim, here you go. He just eats in the middle of the thing, spaghetti, everything, just in his hands.
How often are you guys shooting these?
Every week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We missed last week. We were supposed to double down this
We're a
week.
little
but,
behind.
But this show
Not
kind
behind,
of
but-
it kind of started as like more a sports thing, and then it turned into like just kind of us talking shit.
Yeah.
With whoever.
Originally, it was gonna be like just a baseball show, but we felt like we would limit ourselves. As much as I love baseball and all this
Oh, we
shit.
got to talk some sports stuff.
Yeah, no.
We have to talk.
Yeah, we gotta talk a little bit.
Talking to our
Fucking
guys.
Dave Portnoy, wherever you are, brother. I like your shit. You know, I know you're from Boston.
It's
I don't
all
know.
love. It's all
It's all
love.
love. But I don't know who acclaimed you like the pizza connoisseur. You know, from Boston. What the fuck you guys know about Boston? You got seeds on your pizza. You don't know shit about it. When I come to New York, let's get together. I'll take you to Queens, and it's one bite. Oh, he took a bite already.
Oh,
It's all right. It's all right. You took one bite. It's one fucking, not 8 bites.
but it's
and
it's
then
all,
you gotta rate it.
It's all love for the Portnoy.
It's all love,
You want
Portnoy.
to meet him.
I want to meet you, and I don't want to go to a bullshit pizzeria. I'll take you to J&S in Queens. Look at this fucking
One bite.
thing. All right, one bite.
So one bite. I took my bite already,
Yeah.
so I'm not taking any more.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I may have to do a Portnoy, do 2 bites.
I'll just throw a rating. I think that's like a 6.
A 6.
Yeah, it's a 6.
We know New York pizza, that's why.
Facts.
Yeah, it's about a 6. It's a little too greasy too.
For California, it's not bad. I give it a 7.0.
7.0. Huh?
I'm being generous. I could be in the 6s, but I give it a 7.0. You know, what'd you give it? 6 what?
Just a 6.
Just a 6?
The sauce ain't doing it for me.
I was generous.
New York
ahead.
style slice has to have like a
I rock
snap.
with it, you know.
But rock with it what?
Oh,
What's
you
your
need the number?
rating?
Yeah. 8 is like elite. So
It
like,
ain't 8.
It's not 8.
Trust me, it's not 8.
I mean, I'll give it a good 7.
All right. What about you, Ben?
All
Big
right.
Ben.
I have. I've had Chicago, and I've had New York. 2 different pies.
Right.
I'm giving this pie about a 6.5.
That's probably what it is.
Right.
Tougher.
That's what it is. 6.5 is probably what it is.
Kevin,
What do you say,
have one?
Jim?
I'll give it like a 6-7. A little bit better than 6.
All right. I was being generous.
I was rude.
No, you were right. You were being. How about you? Did you get one? Huh?
Kevin, take a slice.
Kevin,
bro.
take a slice. Come on, Kevin. Don't be shy.
Kevin, what are you doing, man?
Kevin's a fucking Red
Dude.
Sox fan. That's why.
Yeah.
You're fucking Red Sox. Now, my man travels the world. He's what you call, Bentley Sr.'s a world traveler.
Yeah.
He don't just go to, like, Tijuana. He don't just go to Cabo. He goes to Greece. He goes to Saint-Tropez.
Con.
He does all these places.
Italy.
He knows how to live.
Yeah.
I have to live through his videos. They're beautiful.
He has
What's the
Instagram
latest,
videos.
Saint-Tropez?
Latest is Nice and Saint-Tropez, Paris for the first time.
Damn.
So we went down. Very interesting. Check this out. We went down for a. I wanted to take my wife to Paris. We got invited to Magic Johnson's 60th birthday.
Damn.
Right?
That's nice.
That's in Saint-Tropez. So I said, since we're going there, let's make a vacation out of it. So I take the wife to Paris first.
Right. How many days in Paris?
We did 5 days in Paris. Then we go down to Saint-Tropez. We do 6 days in Saint-Tropez and 1 day in Nice.
The
So you started out in Paris. How was Paris?
Paris was New York.
Really?
It was very similar to New York.
Yeah? Like London? Like we went to London.
I've never been to London.
Oh,
London's-
I've never been.
London's
London is very much New York.
Yeah?
But with an English accent.
Paris felt
But I
very
love that accent.
old, very New York, very. You could tell that New York probably modeled itself after Paris.
These places.
Yeah.
It's funny, like New York apparently modeled itself after London, after Paris, and yet New York is New York.
But that's your opinion.
No, but it is my opinion, but it is a fact.
Well, it's fire in New York.
It is
There's
a
no
fucking
debate.
fact. There's nothing like New York. And I mean, as much as I love Europe, it always comes back to New York for me.
But you said- but you said
like
you
if we
felt-
shot in New York, I know you'd be in heaven because there's something about New York. It's magical. And then working there,
I've
like,
only worked there once.
you should experience that. Like really,
I did one week at Saturday Night Live,
well, that's pretty good.
but
But I mean,
we're
shooting in the
basement.
city,
Yeah.
with the people,
I wanna do it.
and the energy, because there's no energy like New York. Even London, they're cool as shit. The pubs are cool, but there's just something about walking around New York. That magic is in the air.
Well, I just had an idea. I'll tell it off air, but like I have the idea now. We'll all have to work in New York. I'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out. So you go to Magic Johnson's. What is it? 50th?
60.
60.
Central Pay looked off the chain
Holy
from
shit.
Your Instagram.
And everybody was
Crazy.
there, right? How many people were invited?
300 people, 150 couples.
Wow. Only couples?
That's awesome.
Holy shit. So were you put up?
It was just get there, and I'll take care of the rest.
So you got invited.
Got invited.
Formal
got the
invite.
We got, check this out. Got the formal invite. In the invite, it was a big, huge Gucci box. It's got a purse in there for my wife, and it's got the invitation for the party.
What's the purse?
It's just a Gucci satchel,
Nice.
and awesome gift, right?
Right?
So, of course, the guys are going, what the fuck? All the ladies get gifts? We don't get nothing?
Right. What do the boys get?
Here's what the boys get. Today, I got a FedEx. Today, I got 3 autographed jerseys from Magic Johnson with all of his stats on all the jerseys.
Damn.
Yeah. You saw
Home
those, right?
jerseys?
Yeah.
Home jerseys?
I got the home, the visitor, and the all-star.
Fire.
All signed.
Oh shit! What size?
I don't know. I'm going straight to
they're
the frame
going
shop.
on the war.
Absolutely.
So you got the 32 in the purple.
Yep.
And the gold, and then you got the all star from what year?
I don't know. I
All
didn't
right,
look at
all
that.
right.
I didn't
I
look
don't
at
think it
that.
matters.
Oh, wait. Was it all-star? Or was that? No. I'm sorry. Not all-star. It was his Olympics.
Olympic jersey, yeah.
Wow.
Olympic jersey. Yeah.
Oh, on that legendary team with
Yes,
Bird, Jordan.
yes.
What year is that? Do we know?
Ooh, I don't remember. No. We had 84 Olympics here.
Right.
That had to be probably.
Was that the dream team?
That was a dream team. That had to be 88 maybe.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, anything we say, Ron say, we'll say we're wrong. So it doesn't
Well,
matter.
you could
Fuck
could do a
Ron
fact check.
say. Didn't even offer me a glass of water. I'm still pissed about that, Ron. It's all right. He's crusty.
You're a big Laker fan, right?
Nah, this guy's an Oakland boy, but
Wait.
he's a Laker fan, right? Mm-hmm. You're not a Warrior fan, right?
No.
So you were born in Oakland, the Bay Area.
Fuck Steph.
Yep. My
It's all right.
family's-
Steph's a cool guy.
My family's from Oakland. Everybody's from Oakland,
Yeah,
right?
I like the Oakland A's a little bit.
I like
Steph
the
Curry.
A's.
Yeah.
But I grew up
Grew up where? In L.A.
L.A.
Baldwin Park?
Baldwin Hills.
Baldwin Hills, okay.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
Windsor Hills actually, but it's all the same. It's all
Right.
Baldwin Hills, Windsor Hills, View Park, all the same.
You
shit.
became a Laker fan like when, in the
So
70s?
kindergarten, I go to Wiener Schnitzel, right? Remember Wiener Schnitzel?
Yeah, Wiener Schnitzel.
I
yeah.
go into Wiener Schnitzel and you get these hot dogs and they would give you a picture of the Lakers. And Wilt Chamberlain was still on the team.
Sure, Jerry West.
Jerry West was
Gail
on the
Goodrich.
team. Gail Goodrich,
I remember.
Elgin Baylor.
Right.
This is before
Yeah, it's
Kareem
bef-
even got there.
Yeah, that's right. Because
And they
Jabbar
gave us-
was he was a buck.
buck, yeah.
Yeah, Lou Alcindor.
Lou Alcindor.
That's right. My man knows.
I know.
I know my basketball.
Absolutely. I had this picture on my wall, but I still never really watched basketball.
So who was your favorite Laker growing up?
My favorite
Was
Laker.
it Walter Stilt? Was it Jerry?
No, it was Kareem until Magic came to the team.
And Magic just had that
I
thing.
fell in love
Yeah, with
this
Pete.
guy
People
named
fell in
Magic
love with him.
Johnson.
Yeah.
He brought the people to basketball.
Right.
They give
Right.
Michael Jordan that credit. But I'm like,
No.
no. Magic
The
and
love,
Bird.
the love for Magic was more than, even though I rooted for Bird and I didn't like the Lakers, but Magic brought something that sort of crossed
He did.
over, right?
He did. And
Now, how'd you get to know him?
so it's really really interesting.
Was it through Martin?
No, I never met Magic the whole time I was. Let me take it back. I agree. I messed that up. Here's
That's
what
all right.
here's what happened.
Don't worry.
Here's what happened. The first time I meet Magic Johnson, I'm in the 9th grade. I'm at Baskin and Robbins in Ladera Heights by the airport. And me and my friends used to play this game where we would like get ice cream. If you saved your lunch money, you go get some ice cream. And it was like, let me get some, man. And if you didn't give them none, they'd slap it out your hand, right? We would just just knock people's shit out their hand, right? This day it was my turn. They knocked my ice cream out my hand, right? And everybody's laughing at me, and I'm like, man, whatever. All of a sudden, this big ass brown Mercedes pulls up. I hope Magic's listening because he doesn't even know this story.
Well,
This
we gotta
brown
tell him to watch this
Gotta
sucker.
watch it. This Mercedes pulls up, and this 19-year-old, maybe 20-year-old Magic Johnson steps out of the car.
Wow.
Shit, what year is this?
This is gotta be about 78?
But he ain't even in the NBA yet.
No. When did he come to the NBA?
Oh,
It
did he
was his
come?
first
Did he
year.
play 1 year in Michigan?
He played 1 year in Michigan.
And then
No. Wait, did he? Yes.
Yeah, he played a Michigan.
So
One
he didn't
year.
graduate.
No. He went straight from.
Yeah.
He did 1 year and he went straight to the NBA.
Both him and Larry both did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm thinking it's got to be somewhere around 78, 79, somewhere.
When did you graduate high school?
This
how
is
you-
junior high school though.
Well, 9th grade.
I graduated from high school in '84.
Oh, you started 10th grade in high school back
Right.
in the day.
Right.
Forgot about that.
So
Different times, Bentley.
This is about
Different
this is about
times,
79 or 80. Whatever Magic gets into the league, right?
Oh, shit.
And so
First year was 79.
okay, so this was 79. And we're all standing out there. This ice cream's on the
Ladera
ground.
Heights.
Ladera Heights, man. Magic pulls up.
And a what? A brown.
A brown Mercedes S-Class, and it was like he pulled up in slow motion, and everybody said, "Oh shit, it's Magic!"
Was it ice cream place?
Yes, Baskin and Robbins, 31 flavors, right? I had a banana royal. Magic gets out the car, and it's like he was moving in slow motion when he got out the car, and we were just like this, oh shit, and we're like, "What's up, Magic?" He was like, "What's up, fellas?" Right? He goes in Baskin and Robbins. So I walk in Baskin and Robbins. He said, "What's up, little man?" And I said,
Little man, how tall were you?
I wasn't very tall.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I wasn't 6 feet yet. I was probably about 5'10", maybe.
You
Yeah,
shoot up
that'd
late?
be
You
tall.
shoot
Yeah, I
up
was
later?
late. Yeah.
You were like Rodman. I just
Yeah.
saw that 30 for 30. I could not believe his story.
I started high school maybe 6 feet, maybe.
You
Graduated.
realize
at 6
like Rodman shot up a foot
Yeah.
when he was older?
Yeah, Michael Jordan too.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Forget it. I'm sorry.
And so that was so. I went inside. I'm telling.
Say, what's
Magic-
up, little man?
Yeah, and I'm like, man,
And
they just
what?
knocked my ice cream out my hand. He said, they lock your ice. Man, you can't let them knock your ice cream out your head.
Does Magic remember this shit?
I've never told him the
Oh,
story.
you gotta tell him.
Wait,
it.
let him finish.
I've
Go ahead,
never
go ahead.
told him. So
Go
he goes, man, you got to be more careful with that, man. You know, you got come on now. You can't let them knock your stuff out your hand. I said, I know. And then I said, man, I want to get some more ice cream. And he told the people, put his on my tab. He buys me the ice cream. Then I walk outside. Everybody's like this. Whoa, Magic bought you that? And he goes like this. And y'all better not knock it out his hand. Go on, little man. Get on to the bus stop. Right? That's the first time I meet Magic Johnson.
shit.
I'm in love with this dude, right? His birthday's 4 days after mine. He's a Leo. I'm like this. I love this big, gentle giant, right? So flip to a couple of years later.
Right.
Magic's got his entertainment thing that going. He's trying to get that off the ground. And I wanted to get a meeting with his company. So the person that introduced me to Magic.
Just in the 80s or?
No. This is
90s.
We're talking about 90s, late
Oh,
90s
okay.
right
Okay,
now.
later.
And it was my friend Tamiko. And
Tamiko.
Tamiko.
Yep.
They do yoga.
We do yoga
Bentley
So-
with Tamiko.
So
They do yoga.
I
On
met
Mondays
Tam-
and Wednesdays.
Do I know Tamiko?
No. So Bentley asked me, who do you go to hang out with at yoga before he joined? And I said, I hang out with this woman, Tamiko. He goes, is this a tall black woman? I said, yeah. He said, that's my dad's friend. Small world, right? Now
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
in
He's
yoga.
one of my best friends, right?
Yeah.
And so Tamiko
So did you
introduces me-
pitch to them something?
Yeah. And check this out. I pitched something to him. And so the next thing I know, he and I and Rick Foxx are going to, we're going into BET to pitch this thing. We sell BET, their very first scripted program, and then the president of BET gets fired.
Oh, man.
So we didn't, so it never got off the ground. But prior
What was
to
the concept?
it was this thing I was doing with this comedian named Gary, G thing, and it was this thing called Mama's Boy. It was a sitcom about this grown man who had to move back in with his mama.
Right.
And it was really, really funny thing.
I like that, Mama's Boy.
Yeah. And
It's scripted?
Scripted.
Yeah.
And we never did it. But prior to that meeting, I run into Magic in Vegas. He's walking into a club. I said, Magic. And he turned around. I said, hey, my name is Bentley. I got a meeting with you on Tuesday. He said, oh, really? About what? Then I tell him who I am, and he goes, oh, Tamiko's friend. All right, well, let's talk. And I went in there on that Tuesday, and
Got a deal.
we got the deal.
Right.
And we've been friendly ever since.
Really?
Right? Until very recent when he invited me to San Tropez, and I said, hey, man, look,
So have you ever done anything else with him?
never.
So what did he say to you in San Tropez?
No, not in San Tropez. He right before we went, I said, hey,
So
man,
you've always
Wait,
been
wait,
like
yeah.
a friend from afar.
yeah, kind of like a
like-
friend from afar. We see each other.
But he
it's all
likes you.
love. He likes me. I never asked him for nothing.
For
I
nothing.
never asked him
But
for
I mean,
a
he
picture.
invited you. That's a very personal thing.
And that's what I said to him. I said, hey, man, look, I didn't know you. I didn't know you, you know. My exact words, I said, hey, man, I didn't know you fuck with me like that. And
You
he
said
went,
that to him in Trans San Tropez?
no, before we went.
Okay.
At Tamiko's house. And
So
he goes,
what'd he say?
He says, you never know who's watching.
Oh, shit.
Facts.
So
He likes you.
It's the truth.
next
That's
thing I
he
know,
likes
we're
you.
we're in Viva la France and partying,
Wow.
and this dude is amazing.
And so
He's the
150
nicest
couples.
dude ever.
Let me hear some of the couples now.
Okay, some of the couples were like Beyonce's mom. What's her name? Miss Tina. Miss Tina and Richard Lawson.
Okay.
Cedric the Entertainer and his wife.
You know
Lorna.
Cedric?
Yeah, I know Cedric
Yeah, you
already.
know Cedric.
Anthony Anderson and Alvina.
You know all these guys,
Anderson.
right?
Yeah, I know all these
Yeah.
guys. Jeffrey Osborne and his wife.
Wow.
Dave Winfield and his wife.
Winfield.
Vanessa Bell Calloway and her husband Tony.
Did Spike go too?
Spike was there. Spike was there. I don't think I saw. I'm trying to think, was Spike's wife there? I'm not sure if she was. Or
Tanya?
not. I don't know her.
Was she not there?
I'm not sure if she was or not,
Yeah.
but I
She's
don't
nice,
know her.
Tanya.
Nice lady.
I never met her before,
Yeah.
but Spike's there. Jerry Bruckheimer's there with his wife.
Jerry Bruckheimer?
Yeah, man. It was. I mean, it was absolutely.
A-Rod was there?
A-Rod and J-Lo were there, man. It was crazy. It was.
My man A-Rod!
It was crazy, man. So
Oh,
we're partying
shit.
with these people, man. It was. I mean, that's just to name a few of them.
So this was 6 days?
So yeah. So
So was there like a big party?
Yeah.
Big...
So what he did was it was actually a 4-day event. So I was there 6 days because we just went to hang out a little bit.
So he put everybody up?
Put everybody in these hotels and all the food, everything you wanted,
nicest
cigars,
dude ever.
Man,
smoke,
cigars?
You just grab handfuls of cigars, and it's like
You must have been in heaven.
I was. You know, do you watch basketball a lot?
I do.
You know, Coach, what's his name? Woody, Coach Woodson. He was the
Yeah, Mike Woodson?
man. This guy's like my new best friend, man. I love this dude.
You guys
man.
bonded?
We
I
bonded.
liked him.
We kicked him. My
He
wife
was
and
a
his wife
good
have been
defensive coach and
he's-
became the head coach of New York Knicks.
Yeah.
Mike Woodson's a good dude.
He's a good dude. We smoked. That's who I smoked the 6 cigars with.
We-
That's my record.
That's your record.
That's my record.
How big were these cigars?
They were big. They were about this size, and I was
This
on
size?
my ass at the end of the day. I
You
was
must have been blasted.
blasted. I slept good that night, pal.
Yeah, but that was all you did.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Yeah. It was I hung out with him and his wife. Just good people, man. And
That's a dream,
everybody
right?
everyone was VIP.
Everybody.
There was no these people over here, these people. No, everybody's VIP.
That's dope.
He's the great Gatsby, Magic Johnson, ladies
Man,
and gentlemen.
that's
the greatest.
That's the
He's
greatest.
dope.
Magic is the greatest.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you something. When Bentley goes on vacation, he makes these videos. They're just cool ass videos. They're just funny. He just gets the camera, the phone, and he talks about where he is, and he just riffs on it. Just beautiful. You know those videos are funny, man. You know, we love them. We love them.
I like
the
him too, but
steps.
here's the
Yeah,
problem.
what do you call them?
He's on the steps.
They're cool.
But you know what the problem is?
Yeah.
Here's the problem. Maybe, and I don't know if you have the same problem, but the problem is I do these for my Instagram, and my wife's always going, how come you don't put me in your video like
Right.
you on vacation
I mean,
by
same
yourself?
thing I get
I'm
with my
like,
wife. I
babe,
don't
this
mention
has
her.
nothing to do with
It's
that.
not about
this
that.
is just me
That's
showing where I'm
you.
at for my Instagram.
Right.
My mom says the same exact thing.
I'm
Same
not
shit.
trying to like
No,
hide
if you put it, you're not hiding her.
I'm gonna put you on a different picture.
Yeah.
But this particular video is me saying, yo, I'm here in San Tropez. Check
Right.
this out. Look at the boats. Boom, boom. We balling. Yada, yada,
Right.
yada.
He
But you
doesn't-
come up
he-
with that just like
Right off the top
He
of
does
my
a
Okay.
good impression of you for it.
No,
Does
but
it?
I,
You
but,
gotta
but
see it,
no,
you
but
gotta
I
see
mean,
it.
I can't do it justice. So I'm gonna say,
Here, you gotta put the glass on. Let's see.
no. I just, what I want is for Bentley to do a breaking bread little video, like a little riff. Just get a nice close up
show
of
me your
Bentley.
impression.
Yeah.
No, and I'd just be like,
You
know,
have a good one.
am I you one?
The Grease one. You do a good one of that. He quotes this every time.
Nah, I can't even remember all the words now. I'm feeling
I'm
buzzed
just
right
chilling.
now. I'm just chilling.
I'm on some steps.
I'm on some steps.
But not just any steps.
But not just any steps.
I'm on some steps.
I'm on some steps
In Santorini.
in Santorini. Not just any steps.
Just chilling, having a good time.
You could go on
Ah, man.
vacation anywhere.
Come on, he could go
Tijuana,
anywhere. He's in Santa
Barbara.
Monica. He's over here breaking bread. Go ahead, Ben.
I got to do one
Go
today
ahead.
out there.
Gotta do one today.
Hey, yo, check this out. I'm smoking a cigar, and I'm sitting in front of a mic, but not just any mic.
Oh!
I mean, that would just be, elementary. I'm sitting in front of a mic because I am on the podcast of Nick Turturro's Breaking Bread.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yes, sir.
So you gotta check us out because we breaking bread, we smoking cigars, we got
Right.
the Sons, we got Bentley, we got Lil Nick.
Right.
This is breaking bread. This is not just no ordinary shit we doing here today. I'm breaking bread.
Oh,
You gotta make it spectacular. You gotta
Yes,
make them
not
see
just... Right, he brings you in.
You
He
got
sucks
to.
you in, and then you just go for a fucking ride. I'm telling you, these things are legendary.
Yeah.
it. So tell your mother that leave
Right.
him alone. 'cause
Leave him
he's just doing his
alone.
thing.
That's
for his
right.
Instagram, for his YouTube stuff. That's how you do
That's
it.
special.
Your videos don't have a build-up. You cut throat.
I go right to the core.
You just say fuck.
Yeah, Bentley
Yeah,
builds
they
it up.
just start yelling.
It's like almost you going for like a love story. You know what I mean?
You?
And he takes you. Me, I just go right for the gusto.
You have him on Instagram?
Yeah. You actually.
Twitter.
I don't think you follow him on Instagram.
On Twitter or Instagram?
Instagram.
both.
He's both. Yeah.
Okay.
Great show.
Finally got them on.
Finally got the
We'll
Bentleys
have
on.
to do
The
a part
Bentleys.
2 eventually.
Anytime. Here's the thing. When he said, Nick wants us to do the show, come on, anytime.
What do you got? Anything you want to plug right now?
No, you know what? I got. I have 2 shows on the air right this second. I've got a show called In the Cut on Bounce TV, and Bounce TV is not everywhere, but it's a lot of places. It's on
Syndicated, right?
No, it's not syndicated. It's on not Comcast. What's the new thing? What do they call that Comcast? They changed it over to Spectrum
Spectrum.
Spectrum.
But he
Spectrum,
has
the dish.
In the Cut,
and
Family Time,
Which he's on.
Yeah.
What she's on.
Bentley Jr.'s on.
I play this kid called Devin Stallworth, He's a cool kid, Resembles me in a lot of ways, but also doesn't resemble me in a lot of ways. So it's a fun time, and
Yeah.
we make it cracking.
Yeah,
Get
so
it
we
popping.
got both of those shows happening right now. We're
Watch
trying to
'em.
get more, and I got to do something with this guy. This Nick Turturro guy cracks me the fuck up, and
Yeah, we
I
got
know
to.
we're gonna do something.
We got to.
Yeah, spectacular.
Yeah, it was a pleasure having you guys, man.
Man, pleasure to be
Cheers.
here, bro.
Thank you,
Cheers,
thank
man.
you. My man.
My man.
Thank you, brother.